Hello everyone, we're here again Sunday morning. We're actually shooting this on a Thursday after our day of doing appointments. So how are you feeling?
I am feeling a little tired.
Yeah.
So
Stop it.
This is great. I feel really good, because I saw a lot of clients today. There was a lot of transformations. Women felt great. And you had that new client that came in today. I spoke with her when she came in. And she came in just really curious.
Juliet?
No, I was going to talk about Lynn. She came in feeling, she just looked like she felt defeated. And she explained that she has a special needs daughter, young adult daughter, and that she has ignored herself all of these years, so she was feeling depleted. And I started talking about what we do here in our brow sculpting and really to makeup, and I went over and showed her the collage of all the articles from 37 years ago. And
when we first started
Jumel, and really what our mission is to assist women in feeling really good about themselves and to feel lifted and inspired and to do this every day for themselves. Yes. And I said to one client, I said, if you could feel uplifted and inspired and feel that you really feel beautiful in less than 5 minutes a day, would you do it?
For sure.
She said, I would.
Absolutely.
And so really that's what Tim's about. She's like, and Lynn responded to me and she said, I'm feeling better already. From the talk.
Yes.
So that is
because
what
we have a choice in every moment, just like you just shifted.
Yep. And we help each other that way all the time.
We do. Yep.
Yeah. So because it feels good vibration wise, it just feels so much better.
Yeah. And we can
choose to do it in every moment. Yeah. And I keep, like I said to numerous clients today, I said, do you realize we have between 60,000 and 70,000 thoughts a day? And they said, I believe it. And I said, would you believe that 95% of the thoughts that you've had today are the same ones you had yesterday? So it's really simple. We're talking about the Joe Dispenza work. It's really simple. Once you start integrating this into your daily lives, that your personal reality is created by your personality.
Once you start bringing what into your daily life?
Just like the change it, stop it, breathe into it, realizing that you're having the same thoughts as you did yesterday, and it's almost like Groundhog Day. If you're wondering why your life is the same, it's because your thoughts are the same.
Right.
You got to change your thoughts. By changing your thoughts, you create new choices. By creating new choices, you take different actions, you take new actions, and that creates a different feeling, emotions, which create different thoughts.
Right. So I've known about this concept for decades.
You have?
Yes, that's the law of attraction.
And it was Tony Robbins?
Tony Robbins,
back
in
law
the late
of attraction.
80s,
yes.
And so I've known about it, but it's Joe's work that really kind of was it for me. It was like the defining moment, like that aha, oh, that's how you do it. Not only that, but he has scientific proof. Scientists have studied the brains of the people who do his workshop or do his experiments, and they image the brains before and after, and how so it's all been proven scientifically. Yeah,
and that's when I said, like within the first 15 minutes of the workshop, when Robert started talking at the Joe Dispenza workshop, it was like, if you imagine, I was imagining my brain as a circuit board. Well, all the circuits started to light up, and it was like, aha, now I get it. It's not just, law of attraction, just
thinking about
So doing the 30-day journaling exercise, journaling and meditation that we did really helped because it takes about 30 days to form a habit, and now I'm doing it every day, and I'm like,
and you have to do the work.
Yes, you can't. Yeah. It's not just waving a magic wand. We've all wanted, wave the magic wand and your life will change. No, you have to do the work.
And it doesn't take long. It's like now, I started out with 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Now I do an hour. I'm trying to, been able to do 2 hours a day, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, one in the evening. And then when I'm not at the studio, I can do one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening.
How's it feel?
Oh,
how do you feel?
Just it feels really good. I feel so much more relaxed.
Yeah.
And what we're learning too is that it's not the harder you work, the more success you feel, or the more, what's the word, accomplished, or it has nothing to do with working harder. And that was like programmed into our minds.
Work hard.
And there's so many younger generations who have learned that they've got to do the work-life balance. And there are people in our generation who look down upon them, but it's not. They're the smart ones. We're the ones with the slave mentality because we're programmed.
That's right.
That
We
way.
were conditioned. We were brainwashed to believe that.
Yes, and so we're having so much greater success by just changing our thoughts.
Yes.
So,
and I'm not as tired. I'm not as drained.
We're feeling better.
I'm playing pickleball 3 times a week now.
Yeah.
And that was something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I just started this 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's, this thought that I've had for literally 3 to 5 years. And now I'm actually doing it. Excuse me.
So people, sometimes we get an idea in our head and we think about all the reasons why we can't do something. I don't have the time, I gotta do this, blah, blah, blah. We can go through a whole host of items of why we can't do something. And
so instead of saying I can't do something, say, well, you know what, I've never done that, but I'm gonna give it my best try.
Well, and how am I gonna do it? If you don't know, you just ask, how am I going to do this? And then things start opening up for you, right? Yeah.
Or I talked to a person that's going to retire, and she said, I need some hobbies. And I said, well, just start noticing what you see in somebody else that you might see that you really like what they're doing and you're drawn to that. Look at that. And also just put it out to the universe. What hobbies can I become passionate about? And then the universe will start providing you with the answers.
What have I always wanted to do?
What have I always wanted to do?
Yes.
So for me, one was pickleball, and I am absolutely loving it, and I get so much. It's a meditation for me.
Yeah,
it's really a meditation.
Yeah, it is. It's great. And so me, on the other hand, I need more relaxation, less energetic stuff. Oh, I've got my tinted moisturizer. I want to do this next.
I know.
So I was able to sit outside a few days this week and got some sun. And so now, so I have no tinted moisturizer on whatsoever. And, and I look good and, it's fine.
Yeah, you look great. You look sun-kissed.
Yeah. So I want to even my skin tone out and show how this does. Now, up until this point, I have been half natural glow and half sun glow. This isn't
it's probably new. So if it's new and it's not coming out, you just have to squeeze the air out.
Ah, there we go. Okay, good. Okay, so this is going to do one side of my face, but I'm going to just
You're going to do one side?
Nope, I'm going to do the whole center of my face.
Oh, okay.
So it's at the end of the day, and this is what I would do for a touch-up if I were going somewhere.
Yep.
And so my new client today, Juliet, saw a childhood friend of hers who, they're friends from childhood. And she actually saw her at a wedding in France. And so Juliet walks in and sees Catherine, and Catherine looks to her like she had her makeup professionally done. She's like, Catherine, oh my gosh.
Because she looked so beautiful.
She looked so beautiful, and it looked like a professional job.
Yeah.
And, at first she thought that she had airbrushed foundation on.
Wow.
And that's how good our tinted moisturizer looks.
Yeah.
And part of it is because of the glow that it gives. So at first it's going to look a little bit shiny, but then it's just going to naturally settle in. And Gianna's is more settled in. Hers doesn't look as shiny.
Because I put mine on at like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock this morning, and look at I haven't touched anything up except for my lips.
Yeah, and so this will, this is what I would do if I were going to dinner, or going, to meet friends or whatever. For just going home, I wouldn't do it.
No.
Unless I was going to sit out in the sun, which I didn't, I didn't sit out in the sun today, so I didn't have to have the sun with the 20 SPF.
Yeah.
And
it's for me, I love knowing that I have the 20 SPF on my face.
Yeah.
And just, it's just walking from your car to the office, or walking from your car to the store, or going for a walk, that you get the exposure from the sun, the accumulation of that.
And to have both the sunscreen and the look of it, the tint of it in one product. Because a lot of women will open an extra product in the morning.
Yeah.
So don't have to do that with Tim. So another way in which we make it simple. So Juliet is going to her stepdaughter's wedding and wanted to be able to look like she,
had her makeup done.
Yeah, and she's very, very au naturel. So I actually had to do very, very, very faint eye definer on her. So it was a little bit too defined for her in the beginning, but then she, after I thinned it out, she's like, oh, that's perfect.
And then she just has to wear it and get used to seeing herself that way.
But it's very personalized. You can personalize Tim to your own desires and your own likes. Yes. So it is a method, it is a system.
It's a system.
And it's not just what we put on our face, it's what we put in our bodies, and our thoughts. So we've got this, we've got the thoughts, and now what we put in our bodies. Deanna and I just completed, along with my daughter, another advanced 369 medical medium cleanse.
9-day cleanse.
On Sunday. It was a 9-day cleanse. And there is a specific reason for the 369. And so you can look that, I'll put a little description in our newsletter, maybe on this description, but also the link to the 369 so you can read all about it. It is, especially at this time of the year, it's perfect. But I decided for my healing, my own healing for the Hashimoto's that I'm still experiencing thanks to COVID. And it's just a very extreme, exaggerated case because of COVID. So I remember last year doing one cleanse every month up until August. And so I've got it on my schedule to do it every month.
It was so much, this was the easiest time I've had with it, is this week, because I've done it like 3 or 4 times now. So each time I do it, it gets easier to do.
It gets easier to do. However, this cleanse, I had the most emotional detox.
And I didn't have that, which was great. But I had a powerful dream on day number 9 when I went to bed. So the next morning, before waking up, I had a powerful dream that really shifted. Like I see and I feel a shift within my entire being. I am responding with love and compassion, and I don't have any judgment. And it's like, it's less and less and less. And that's been something that I've been working on. And so really observing, just be Pam Gregory says, observe from the eagle's perch. So you're observing and you're not getting emotionally involved. Involved. And so it's better for the body, like to be observing and being neutral. And it's not as draining.
So much better, So can you hand me that lemon balm over there? Because I do want to bring this up again, because I have been experiencing a lot more anxiety because of Hashimoto's. And so lemon balm tincture, and I've told a few people about this today. The lemon balm tincture. Lemon balm is an herb, and it just instant, in a tincture form, instantly calms you down. And so I needed this a few times today. And so the work with changing our thoughts, with cleansing our bodies, and then
and we're performing all day.
And
we got to be on. We have to be on.
But to feel your body and know what it needs. So I'm not going to
our bodies are
saying,
talking to us.
This is how I'm feeling. What am I going to do about it? Blah, 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 blah.
But you know what to do with it,
right?
Because you're so in touch with it.
Yes, and I have all the tools that I've used throughout the years that I've gathered in my toolbox. This is, I should call it a tool belt. It's a tool belt because this is one of the best remedies for calming. And I recommend this. There's no alcohol in it. Some tinctures have alcohol.
A lot
I'm
of
definitely
tinctures,
going to put the link to this in the description and in our newsletter, because it's a special company named Vimergy. And Vimergy is highly endorsed.
Very high quality.
High quality, but highly endorsed by the medical media because of the quality. And he doesn't have any financial interest in the company at all.
No affiliate.
So this is the best stuff, and it just comes with a dropper, and do a drop underneath, a couple drops. I did a dropper full.
You did a half.
Yeah, a dropper full.
Yeah.
And it tastes good. Sometimes you have to drink a little bit of water because it is a strong, because it's a tincture, a strong flavor. And so it's like instant calm. And then we're also reminded, because we were taking a few deep breaths before we started the video, to do the breath for anxiety, which is 2 quick inhales through the nose and 1 exit through the mouth. Exhale through the mouth. So
I did it with a client today because she comes running in, and she's got, she's a lawyer, so she's got a lot on her plate. And I had her go in my room and just do some deep breathing. And so then throughout the whole appointment, we just had her do the focus attention on her breath.
Did you actually do that one though, or just was it deep?
No, it was just deep breathing.
Okay.
I didn't, because she wasn't experiencing anxiety. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. But and then by the end of the appointment, her whole aura, her vibration was so much calmer.
Yeah.
And we don't realize that it affects. We are affected by others' energies, and so. Because I'm in such a balanced state, both all mind, body, spirit, I am very sensitive to that. So I just assist people and lead them through relaxing. And you saw it last week or 2 weeks ago on our video where Deborah and I did it right in the beginning, and we had a change in our voices.
We probably did just now too. We probably had a change in, I know I did for
You
sure.
did, yeah.
We'll see it on video.
Yeah,
later
the lemon
when we
balm.
watch the video and the lemon balm. Yeah.
So it's instant.
And it is instantaneous, and that was an example of the how instant.
Yes,
it
and
can be.
everyone wants it.
And stress is the #1 killer in our society.
Well, it causes diseases.
Yes.
It causes bad choices.
Yes.
So really, we're responsible for our own stress level, and we're again, your personality creates your personal reality.
It affects our mental health too. Stress.
It's
mental, physical, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
How we respond. I mean, we react when we're in stress. We react rather than respond. So
because we're overdoing it. I know for me, I'm an overdoer.
And there, many of us women are.
Yeah.
We're all overdoers. We're taking care of everybody else.
And I was in conversation on a Zoom meeting with an associate, and she went through the death of her best friend of 33 years, and it was quite sudden, and it was very jarring. And she was talking about what she learned from the whole experience is self-care. She really needs to take care of herself more. Yes. And she's an overaccomplisher and
amazing.
Does so much.
How much she
7
does.
Children and homeschool for part of the time, and
she owns many being Airbnbs,
and she's the one who brought Joe Dispenza,
and so she's been doing that work.
Yeah, she's been doing the work for maybe a couple of years.
Yeah,
and she's just. Her whole life has changed, and she wants to share that with everyone she knows. So we are going to do a weekend workshop at
a Joe Dispenza mansion. That's how she got it, was from doing the Joe Dispenza work.
It's on East Avenue
and
here
it's
in
an
Rochester,
Airbnb, all set up as an Airbnb.
It's the last weekend in October.
Yes,
so we'll be putting out more
thinking about that.
And so not only is it the Joe Dispenza workshop, but it's also the medical medium lifestyle, the yoga, the meditation, and then maybe a couple of other self-care services. Service providers will have there. And so more ideas are coming, and
it's going to be a phenomenal weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Just before the holidays.
Yeah, so Friday to Sunday night.
The last weekend in October.
Yes.
So put that on your calendars. More information is coming out for that.
Because it's
really
very
excited.
limited. There's only, I think we can only have 10 people overnight, and then 15 people more during the day. So 25 total.
25 total.
During the day. And 10 overnight. So if that's something that you're interested in, hit us up, give us a, send us a direct message. We'll put you on the list.
Yes.
So you'll be one of the first people to be notified when we have everything put together with the pricing and the exact schedule and everything. So,
well, just for the Joe Dispenza workshop part, that's going to be $500
a person,
right? And so the lodging and the food will be extra.
Yes, and and so anyway, we're really excited about that. We want to meet all of you and just share everything, all of the successes that we're having with this personal growth work and the self-care.
For you too. We want you to have what you want, what you desire. What is your heart's desire? You can have it. You can do it.
And you can be that and feel that, in your life. And it's really, the time of our lives to start thinking about ourselves, and putting ourselves first. And a lot of women kind of get thrown into that, because their kids grow up, their kids have kids, and then their grandchildren are grown, and then then they're, and if their whole lives were revolved around that, and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. That's why people are like, I need
a hobby.
Yeah.
Well, let yourself be your hobby.
Yeah.
Like personal development, feeling really great every day. And what are you going to do to attain that every day? And it's just doing the work, and it's simple and it's easy and it makes sense.
Yes.
So,
and it's fun to do it with somebody, because we've been doing it together.
Yeah, it's very helpful. It's like having, my coach with me all the time.
Yes. Yeah, we do that for each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we love you. We want you to love you, because that's what really life is all about. It was really just feeling the energy of love, feeling the energy of love for yourself. And when you can do that, you can feel it for everybody and everything.
And not until you do that, can you really feel it.
No, you have to do it for yourself first.
It's not an outside thing. It's an
so
inner
we're
thing.
we're here for you. This is a community. Send us a private email at info@timmakeup.com. Leave a comment below or private message us on Facebook. And there's many ways to get in touch with us.
Put a message right down.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a phenomenal week.
Thank you.
We love you all.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.